Hello everybody, and welcome to Bad Fanfiction Theater with your host, Caleb Cat, who's probably gonna bash her head against a wall. So, last time I read Me Against the World by Goth Princess 666. We discovered it was a troll fic that didn't stop the pain and suffering. However, I said this, but there's a sequel. Oh my god, there's a sequel. So, yeah, there's a sequel. I am reading from fanfiction.net. Category books. Subject Harry Potter. Fanfic called Me Against the World 2 by Goth Princess 666. Fuck. And by the way, I checked this time. There's only 7 chapters. Thank God. Author's note. Hi guys, I'm back again. Did you realize, spelled with an S, a very important part of the story was missing? The potions! Oh, BTW, you RLY should read the first one before reading this, or it won't without an apostrophe make any mince. Yeah, that totally says mince. I woke up again the next morning. Why is there a comma there? Going downstairs to a celebration with an S, as I always do. The I is not capitalized, but I, again not capitalized, noticed, why is there a comma there, that Harry was not waiting for me. Wow, that was spelled correctly and everything. I went into the main hall, about said how, I went to the main hall, and everyone was gathered round the table. Dumbledore was standing up on it. A stealing has taken place. Okay, now this is stupid. I understand that it's a troll fanfic, but really, you're gonna start replacing C's with S's now? Okay. Shouted Dumbledore as the Goths surrounded him. No more preps, remember? Yay! I saw Harry looking at me from the other side of the room. I think the tourists might have done it. Sighed Dumbledore calmly, but the potions that have gone missing could cause dire doom for us all. What? What? You know what? In the first story, in case you didn't read it, Harry and Lego Brick, yes, I've been watching some Nostalgia Chick, basically found some potions somewhere, just took them, went into a room in the library that wasn't hidden. You know, it was a hidden room, but it wasn't hidden, and stored a whole bunch of potions there, and then tourists showed up, and apparently are the bane of all existence, and stole some shit, including the potions, took them for a souvenir after everybody was said they could be using them for evil. These potions really weren't that important. They didn't even know what they did. They were just, Harry and whatever face was just going to drink them. Oh please, in all caps, shouted McGonagall. You're just trying to make everyone scared, that's all. I don't think he would say that if it wasn't important. Where have you the proof of this, you infatuated old man? What? What? Just a giant thing of what? And I accidentally somehow skipped all the way to the top. No, wait, somehow I went to the second chapter. How did that happen? Okay, Please, Gongle, said Dumbledore. I just want you, Al, to be on the lookout for these potions, okay? Good bee and good Luke. We nodded. I went to Harry. How about we go to a concert? Oh my god. Dangerous potions are on the loose. That was probably your fault to begin with. You're going to go to a fucking concert. What the fuck is wrong with you? What? How about we go to a concert? Asked Harry. Okay, I replied seductively, with no period and totally misspelled. Me and Harry and I ran off and went to the Hogwarts car park. Okay, Hogwarts is a little H, giant O, giant G, giant W, giant A, giant R, giant T, giant S. Yes, giant. I don't care. A car park at Hogwarts. They don't drive fucking cars. They're wizards and witches. They ride broomsticks. Stupid. There were only Dumbledore's car there. There's more than one Dumbledore? I wasn't aware of this. We ran out of Hogwarts and stole someone else's car, 'cause remember we got shouted at the first time we stole his car. There was only Dumbledore's car. We ran out and stole someone else's car. How is that possible when there's only one person's car out there? Stardust, shouted Harry. How about this one? It was just an ordinary car, but we wanted it and turned it into a Batmobile. Matmobile? Yeah, Matmobile. We both got into it and drove off in a gothically manner. We arrived at the concert hall, and I got out the car. From your cooch? Wait, ... said Harry. Come, C-U-M, back, B-A-K, in the car, ... The concert R isn't, with no apostrophe, for another half an hour. Why is there a comma there? That should be a period. I, lowercase I, got us some private time! Exclamation point. I smiled seductively. Still spelled wrong. We got back in the car and took of our cloths and started to screw sexily. Suddenly, my futo accidentally touched the brake, and we went speeding. What? Brakes don't work like that. And it's in park. It couldn't move. Suddenly my futo accidentally touched the brake, and we went speeding into, as two separate words, the concert stadium. Oh my god, totally not capitalized. I could have just died of embarrassment. I think that's spelled properly. Simple Plan were there too. Oh, Simple Plan, huh? We didn't even mention, until now what band was in there. Suddenly the band's important. For the first time in my life, I, not capitalized, didn't, no apostrophe, want to see Simple Plan there. It depends on where you ran into the building and what the building is probably made of. Yeah. They were looking at us just as the crowd were at us naked in the... You were fucking in the parking lot. In the car. If there were people there, you were fucking in front of them in the car. That's not a private place. And you just now said Simple Plan were outside the building, not in. Make up your mind and actually tell people where stuff is. They were looking at us, who, apparently Simple Plan, just as the crowd were, because now apparently there's a crowd, at us, nacked, not naked, nacked, in the car, screwing each other. Why are you still screwing each other if you accidentally hit the brake and slammed in the car into a building? I think we would have stopped fucking, but maybe that's just me. Some dirty men standing next to the door got a pair of binoculars and started zooming in on us. What? Why would they have binoculars? And they're standing right there by the car door, looking in. They can see everything there is to see about you. All your jiggly bits. I looked sadly around. This was a nightmare. Nightmare spelled Nitemare. And that's just the first chapter, folks, and that took me 13 minutes to get through. Fuck. Chapter 2. You retched frantically for your cloths. Ah, there's my cloths. I've been looking for those. Need to dust some things. Harry tried reaching for his too, but they had fell back under the chairs. Because there are chairs in the car. The dirty old men were making me feel dirty too. How do you feel dirty if they're just looking at you? I would be very embarrassed and be trying to cover myself until I could get my clothes back on, because the police are probably going to show up soon. Make me feel dirty too, parentheses, when I know I'm not. Yeah, good use of no. The dirty old men started licking their lips, looking at me. There is a crowd of people there. They are not gonna rape some stupid bitch. So angry. It's just the second line. Then we found... Why is... You don't even need then there. Just next sentence, hey, we found our cloths and we put Tim on. We both got out of the car. I gripped my vampire cape and put it on. You never said anything about wearing a cape until now. Where the fuck did it come from? Suddenly, our car started to drive away. How? No, I yelled as our Batmobile drove off into the moonlight. Well, technically you didn't say what time of day it was, but there's no such thing as moonlight. Unless somehow a monster is floating in the sky? We turned around. People everywhere were just glancing at us, ... I felt ashamed. About damn time you felt ashamed about something. Suddenly, people started to cheering. What? I smiled as they cheered and clapped for us. Why? I stepped, onto the stage, laughing and smiling. Oh my, wait, you didn't say anything about crashing onto the stage, and you had half an hour before the concert. Retard. Oh my God, said Puri. Aren't you the one dancing with our band in the last concert? In the last concert. Because you can insert yourself into a concert. I nodded, and Harry came up onto the stage with me. We all danced to Gothic music. I'm pretty sure Simple Plan is not Gothic. Aren't they, technically listed as rock? Continuing. We would, as in a tree, just steal someone else's car later. Because that's what good, legitimate characters do. Then, I looked, without I being, capitalized, again and saw the dirty men with the binoculars. Totally misspelled. One of them had a camera and was taking photos with an F. So, flip him off. Call the police. Who the fuck cares if he's taking photos? You're dancing with a fucking popular band. Maybe he just wants to take photos of the band. Dirty men can like music too. Whatever. I've had enough of this. ... I said, grabbing out my wand. Imperial! A lot of exclamation points. I, lowercase, put the Imperial curse upon them. If it's got a name, it should be capitalized. And they all dropped their binoculars. Then I realized what I had done. I had USD magic in public. Yeah, that's not something you forget. You're just stupid. Oh no, ... I said. It's a little late for that, now isn't it? Said Harry sarcastically. Well, no shit, it was said sarcastically. And no shit, it's a little late for that. Why is Harry suddenly a dick? Oh wait, that's because he is just a dick. I looked around, but no one cared. They just thought my wand was another stage prop, and it was for the musy exclamation point. I laughed. I don't know. Maybe that comma should be there. My grammar's terrible, people. I laughed, but I, lowercase, wouldn't, no apostrophe, get away so easily, S-lily, all the time. That should be a period. I, lowercase, had to think more carefully when I did things. No shit, Sherlock. Harry laughed too. No, that should be either a semicolon or period. He sensed no one talk that seriously. Then why did he get pissed at you for it? Seriously, why did he get mad? That was a really neat trick, said Sebastian. How do you do that? Oh, ... I said sexily. Why is there a comma there? My little secret, ... Me and Harry and I danced to some Gothic music again, and danced, which is not totally misspelled, around in the crowd. Author's note, Sam, as before, don't leave a comment if you're a prep. Oh, I am leaving a comment. In fact, I'm reading your whole entire fanfiction, troll fake or not. Don't give a shit anymore. 22 minutes in! Yay! After we left the concert, we stole another car and turned it into a Batmobile and started to drive it. Batmobile. Wow, I'm failing. Batmobile. We arrived back at Hogwarts, not capitalized, later that evening. I walked in, and suddenly all the goths were asking me for my autograph. They always do that now. Why would they ask for your autograph? 'Cause you somehow got rid of a bunch of tourists that you didn't really get rid of? I don't even remember how you got rid of the tourists. That's how much I didn't care about your story. And I was being surrounded by them. Oh no! You're famous for some reason. Whatever shall we do? I felt like I belonged, which I had never felt when the school, get it, instead of skull, 'cause I'm a goth and I like skulls. You're fucking retarded. Had been, as in the name, not capitalized, full of preps. I about read that full of Pepsi. Had been full of Pepsi. I would totally drink some Pepsi. I went upstairs to celebrate with an S my own gothicness, which I do every Friday the 13th. Has nothing to do with being gothic. It's just a date. and Harry came upstairs with me. How could he do that when he's not allowed to come into your room or your dorm, whatever? My own cloths were a bit dirty now, so I reached into my closet for some new ones. Man, I didn't know stomachs could seriously be used to hold clothes and stuff. Gotta remember that next time I need a spare. Suddenly, Hagrid burst out of the closet and started to chase us down the stairs. Where the fuck did he come from? And you said you retched into your closet. You got sick in your closet and you didn't notice he was in there, and it's not like you're wizards or anything and could have cast some spells instead of just running away. He ran after us out over the place until eventually I, lowercase, could give the power of my wand. Imperial! Hagrid fell to the ground. What is that even supposed to do? Just saying Imperial. Whatever. You can stop me, ... said Hagrid, but I should just say this. But 4 already sold your location to Voldemort. Voldemort. So, what's the point of any of this? Just to say, oh, by the way, Voldemort's gonna be your big bad of this one? I doubt that. I jumped up. What? I yelled, but Hagrid had already fainted. We don't even know what the fuck your spell does. We stepped outside to think about it. You're not gonna tell anybody that he's there? You're just gonna let some crazy guy lay there and fuck off? It's okay, he's passed out. He can wake up whenever and start terrorizing somebody. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Have you seen this, Stardust? Harry asked. I walked over to him. There, won the floor were all smashed bottles. R-A-R-E. Post-eons. The poisons had smashed and all the liquid had poured down a grid. I thought we couldn't find them and that the tourists probably had them. Well, now they're pretty much useless. There, as in a place, pretty much useless, ... I said sadly. How can you say sadly when at the beginning Dumbledore said they were horribly dangerous? You should be glad. Very, very glad. Suddenly? I added the suddenly, sorry. Yeah, my IQ points are dropping. Dumbledore walked past, found the my god. Pot Ionso, Pot East. Yeah, I just fail. I'm gonna skip over it. Asked him. I nodded. J, S, ... I said. They're all smashed and they've, no apostrophe, poured down the grid, ... By the way, that big child raper Hagrid just returned and chased me down the stairs, and now he's sold our location to Voldemort. ... Exclamation point, and a lot of them. Instead of stepping outside, you shouldn't wet and fat. And aren't there words and shit on that school? Isn't it really difficult for people who aren't supposed to be there to get there? Whatever. I don't care. What? Dumbledore jumped up into a tree? It's true, ... said Harry, backing me up, backing with no C. But, ... see Dumbledore, that means Voldemort must be returning at any monumentin. Dumbledore got down from the tree, because that was totally a plot point that he was in a tree. So we went back into the building and went back up to our dormitories. Hagrid was gone already. Fucking retards. That's your fault. I listened to Simple Plan, not capitalized, on my iPod, also not capitalized, before going back to bed. All, one word, to bed. Author's note: don't leave a comment if you're a prep. What? Chapter 4. Coo, 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 coo. My gothic cuckoo clock, oh, I forgot about that thing, had woke me up. I got up out of bed, and Harry was waiting for me. Stardust, yelled Harry. Come, quick! This is impotent. Really? Impotent? It's impotent. I ran with Harry, and we by the huge window where you can look at the garden. Dumbledore was standing out there. Then suddenly Voldemort came over and produced a huge dragon with his wand. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think you can just boom summon dragon. You can make spells look like dragons and stuff, I think, but you can't just snap your fingers and summon a dragon. Unless you're like in a Final Fantasy game. But anyway. The dragon went roar and ate Dumbledore. Well, that was useless. Suddenly, the dragon started to come over to Hogwarts. It's already at Hogwarts. I picked up my wand and ran off. No, yelled Harry, Stardust! I ran out of the door and picked up my wand. What? Dragino, I yelled, and a dragon popped out of my wand. 'Cause you can suddenly do that now. It was even bigger than Voldemort's dragon. Because you're suddenly more powerful than Voldemort is. So then why were we fucking worried about Voldemort? Voldemort's dragon flied up int he sky, and my dragon chased it. I locked up in the sky as the dragons fighted each other. My dragon started to biting on the other dragon. Harry went outside. Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic and I like death. You're special, not the good kind. And wrapped his arms around me. Stardust, yelled Harry. What are you doing? I zapped my wang at Voldemort's dragon, but it didn't do it any fine. My dragon attacked his dragon. You already said your dragon was fighting his dragon. Suddenly, a teacher went behind me. What do you think you're doing, young madam? Screamed McGonagall. Get back inside, you incompetent, wretched filth! But you don't understand. I'm trying to stop, I responded, but no use. Just cease your gibbering, child, she yielded. But suddenly my dragon bit into Voldemort's dragon, and his dragon crashed in on the ground nearby us. Author's note: Do you lick how this is turning out, guys? With no question mark. His dragon started to roar, but it couldn't get back up again. My dragon screamed triumphantly in the sky. I giggled as we watched it zoom along the clouds. Voldemort looked in disbelief as his dragon lay there on the floor. With no extra O. Suddenly the dragon glowed a bright light. Lite. I got out my wand just to... You already had it out to direct your dragon to attack his dragon. His dragon suddenly disappeared and Dumbledore was just there on the floor. Why? He got eaten. Shouldn't Dumbledore be dead? Then Voldemort turned on us. Because he was your ally. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Lou laughed. Voldemort. Think you that your feeble minds could once betray? What? Voldemort laughed at us. Some more, I guess. Then he got out his wind. But for joking, said Voldemort, is what I am no longer. Time to cease this foolish play and make destruction of you all. Of you all. What is with everybody trying to give Voldemort like some sort of weird old-fashioned talk? In like all these horrible, terrible fanfics? When normal stories just give him normal speech? I mean, I understand it's supposed to make him look scary and stuff, but if you don't know how to use it, then don't. Rule of thumb for creative writers: write what you know, not what you think you know. We backed off as he came closer with the wand. Oh, cowards, I see, ... he taunted. For once a chicken, for the yoke, you shall earn nothing, no thing but a feather in foul play. Oh my God, we're trying to make horrible, bad puns in sentences that don't even make sense. We ran back into the building, but he was chasing us. McGonagall retreated into her classroom and locked it from us. Now you shall be gotten, you disrespectful wenches, screamed McGonagall as we ran. Suddenly we were trapped in a corner. I guess this is the end, Stardust, Harry said. I know, ... I said. Backed into a corner, said Voldemort. For once the corner shall, with only one L, be your enemy. It was always an enemy when you're backed into a corner. That's a bad thing. You children have done nothing but mope around in my pans. But fools it shall be for no longer, ... Voldemort's wand started to glow. The spell, would you say spell or spill? It's only got one L. I don't care. Was charging up. I left it on a cliffhanger for you guys. But I didn't left you anything if you're a prep, so go away, prez. So do you guys lick it? No, I don't lick it. It's a horrible story. Went rotten a long time ago. That shit needs to be thrown out. God, it stinks, man. Shoo. Well, this is a short chapter, chapter 6. Voldemort was charging up his spell, and suddenly my dragon crashed into the window and eated Voldemort. Which doesn't matter, because once that dragon is dispelled, he'll be free again, just like Dumbledore was. Me and Harry and I cheered. I held out my wand as the dragon returned inside it. Suddenly we started to screw passively and seductively on the floor. We hadn't screwed for a while now. Isn't it the very next day? You screwed yesterday. And it was so hot, ... As in like, that was so hot. Not like the Tempe tour, you preps. You're so stupid. So stupid. Dumbledore walked into the room and saw us screwing on the floor. Suddenly, he whipped out a camera, but I held my wand to him. You dare, I said, fully naked. He put his camera away slowly. Suddenly McGonagall came out of the room. "Oh, children," she said, "I knew you could do it." "No, you didn't," I said, and zapped her with me wand. "Say ran away, lol." Okay. Harry huggled me. Yeah, because we use made-up words. Harry huggled me as all our wow, we spelled goth correctly. Gothly goths, never mind, started to surround us. Not Olney, did you, why is there a comma there? Did you save this skull, I guess skull, from Taurus, about 6 terrorists, said Taurus, said Dumbledore. You've also shown yourself responsible young adults. No, they didn't. You, Stardust, have defeated Voldemort once and for all. We can all live in peace. As in pieces, not world peace. I screamed with excitement. I laughed as Dumbledore gave me yet another medal. Author's note: I win, right, guys? Well, chapter 7 is even shorter. Then I was standing in the school with both my medals on. They were Gothic medals, if you're wondering, and Harry grabbed onto me. I smiled at him. He wrapped his arms around me as we kissing passionately and affectionately. I don't even know how to say half these words. I laughed as the crowd gathered around us cheered. They truly loved us so. They probably know that they're in a really shitty fanfic and are trying to get out of it. And thanks to me, Hogwarts can live in peace. LIVNPIECE. Totally. In a wonderful utopia that only I could create. That's complete bullshit. I am celebrated every day, and they put up a statue of me in the front garden and one in the back garden, and a statue of me and Harry standing together in the main hall. I should try to call it the main hall again. Also, every Friday the 13th is a Stardust Remembrance Day, where everyone remembers me and all the great things I did. You didn't do jack shit. I smiled and went back to my dormitory with Harry as we screwed affectionately. I'm sure everybody in Hogwarts appreciated you fucking in plain view. Today was going to be a busy night. Yeah. Author's note: this story was just to make a conclusion from all the things not in the first one, like where the potions went and stuff. Gothic forever! It didn't answer anything, and I really didn't care where anything went and stuff, because there was no point to where things went and stuff. Because your story made absolutely no sense. And it did actually explain where the potions went. Just that they were destroyed and fell down and the liquid in them fell into the sewer. That didn't tell me anything about what happened to them other than they were destroyed. Big whoop-de-doo. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. And the story's over. I thought it would be a little longer and worse than that, but it turns out it was a much shorter bad thing than the original was. I'm gonna be taking a break from this particular author and pick up something else. I will be reading more bad fan fiction to you guys later. Bye!